I'm sure when you start beginning of a season, you kind of set this as the ultimate goal, right? To take your team to a conference championship and go to the NCAA tournament. You experienced it today. What's it been like?
Well, honestly, it was really good to see to see our guys so happy because they've worked so hard and to have their parents out there on the field with them, a lot of them going being able to share that type of moment with their family. It was really rewarding as a coach. And just because you're with them every day and you know how much work that they've put in, and they know we talk about it, that that championship wasn't won today. It was won in September, October, November, 6 a.m. in the morning. A lot of work has been put into it, and it was just good to kind of see that come to fruition and for them to see the fruits of their labor and just watch them experience that.
So the great piece of video is the entire team running out to the pitcher's mound in a dog pile, and there's Gatorade jugs and there's water everywhere. What
Yeah.
was your vantage point watching that celebration?
Honestly, we tried to, as coaches, we shook hands, congratulated each other as a staff, and then we took a step back and honestly just tried to take it in and watch our guys because that's a view right there from the dugout. You've got the best seat in the house just to watch them celebrate and watch them celebrate together because they've been with each other, some of them for 4 or 5 years, and haven't been able to experience something like this. So it was really rewarding, really good to see.
How aware were you and maybe even the team that it had been 20 years since Miami accomplished this?
We were very aware. The guys were very aware because we got here as a staff 2 years ago, and the program was in a state that needed some rejuvenation. So a lot of the guys that are on this current team have been here when the program was, at the bottom. So I think that as coaches, we're very aware of it. The players were certainly aware because a lot of them were part of those teams that weren't as successful. And that's why it was really rewarding and really, we were just really happy for them to experience, some times that maybe weren't so great here at Miami, and then to experience, not only a tournament championship, but a regular season championship. It was really good to see.
You mentioned just 2 years ago that the program needed some juice. Are you
Yeah.
surprised that it happened so quickly? It only took 2 years for you guys to get this completely turned around and take this program back to the NCAA tournament.
That's a good one, Joe. No, I'm not surprised. But the thing was, when we got here, they had plenty of talent. There was never a question. We needed numbers, and we needed to get more players. But when we got here, we realized that the talent was here. We just needed to get them believing that they could do it. That was our biggest quest as a staff, was getting them to believe in themselves as much as we believed in them, and that takes a little bit of time. And they have started to believe, and you could just kind of see as the weeks go by, we were winning series after series after series. You could see their confidence keep ticking up, and it was fun to watch, honestly.
How important do you think this is, Brian, for the program to be able to notch this on your resume when you go out and you're building your program, you're recruiting, to tell everybody that you talk to about Miami baseball that you won the MAC tournament championship and you're going to the NCAAs?
Well, it's huge because Miami, anybody that's ever been to Oxford, Ohio, and the campus here knows that it is a beautiful place, and the facilities here are top notch. They're first class, and the education that is offered here is one of the best. It is certainly regionally, if not nationally. So there's so many selling points that Miami has, and to now be able to prove, not just talk about, but prove that, hey, we can play some baseball here. You come here, not only are you going to be able to experience the beautiful campus, the top-notch facilities, the first-class degree. But hey, we're going to play. We can play some baseball here, and we're going to win championships. And you're going to be able to get a chance to play at the next level, hopefully, and play in the postseason. Those are strong selling points that honestly is makes it hard to say no to.
So some of the drama is out for you because you know you're automatically qualified. But what do you think the selection show will be like tomorrow for you and your guys as you're waiting to find out where you go, who you play against as you continue your season?
I think the emotions will still be. They're anxious. They want to know where they're going. They're asking me on the bus if I had any idea. I said, guys, I have no idea. Well, I'll find out the same time you do tomorrow. So they're anxious. They don't care where. We don't care where we go. We just want to go play some baseball and keep doing our thing. We're playing really well, and we know wherever we go, we're going to be facing really good teams. Which is what you want to do. This is why you do it. This is the fun part. This is why you put in all the work to go see what you got, with the best teams in the country.
Is there a curiosity I wanted to ask you about that of seeing your guys and the way they're playing right now, going against the best teams in the country, the biggest stages, and seeing how they react, and also maybe to yourself saying, hey, we can prove what we are capable of doing once we get on the stage?
No question. I think you back to your point about the wins being good for the program. I think something that is really good for our guys, especially the guys that will be returning to see, is the gap between the so-called best in the country and the Miamis of the world, Miami Ohio's of the world, the perceived mid-majors. The gap isn't as big as they think it is, and to be able to prove that to them firsthand, hey, you can play with anybody. Just because it might say a big brand name across their chest doesn't mean that they're any better than we are. They might have some, high draft picks, but you still have to play 9 innings. The mound's still 60 feet, 6 inches away. The bases are 90 feet apart, and you still got to play the game. And we know how to play, and our guys execute very well in all facets of the game. So, our guys are excited to just go play.
Yeah, sound like Gene Hackman and Hoosiers measuring the rim.
Hey, I'm an Indiana guy. I'm glad you caught that reference.
That's it, man. Straight Hinkle Fieldhouse.
That's right.
I'll finish with this. What do you think you'll be like tomorrow? Is it you mentioned the guys being anxious? Is it pride? But what's the emotion you think you'll feel tomorrow when Miami's name pops up there on the selection show?
Just proud for everybody. This program, Joe, has been around since 1915. So there's a lot of former players that I know are very proud, and former coaches that are very proud to say that they went to Miami, that they played for Miami or represented Miami in some fashion, and I'll join that list. And to just help them, see our name called and then say, you know what, that's where I went to school. We'll just be proud to see our name up there and figure out where the heck we're going to go.